Another one of my videos. Hope you guys are having a good day. Mine is going pretty well. So we're just gonna get straight into it. Faze is going through some bullshit right now. They're going through the motions. If you didn't know already, an actor from Stranger Things, Grace Van Dien, I think that's how you say her name. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. She was recently put into Faze. A whole lot of people are disagreeing with this decision, rightfully so, to be honest. She kind of came out of nowhere. I don't really know who runs Faze now. I haven't watched Faze since Rain cried about how it wasn't the same anymore and left, which was so long ago. But as far as I'm concerned, since then they've just been corporate, commercial. It's just kind of not genuine anymore. But recently they made an insane move by putting a Hollywood star on the team. I'm not really sure why. It's not like she has any sort of exceptional skill in a video game. She's gold in Valorant. That says absolutely nothing to me since I got past gold in Valorant. I play the game like once or twice a week, but hey, she made it on the team regardless. Congrats to her. If you can make it as gold, I feel like anybody could, so that gives you a chance if you want to join Faze and you thought you couldn't. With that being said though, it has caused a lot of discourse between members, old and new. It says here, trouble continues within Faze Clan after the announcement that actor Grace Van Dien had joined. This news sparked an internal row between old and new Faze members, in one of the most public disagreements yet over how the LA-based org is run. So yeah, there are people that started this org that do have a problem with her being in Faze. Now, I'm not sure how much say Rain has, seeing how he left and called the org dog shit. You want me to be honest? As soon as you leave, I don't care if you founded it or not, as soon as you leave, that just kind of tells us how you feel about the whole situation and how hard you feel like trying for the org. But it says, following the backlash for signing Grace, Nuke Squad member Santana openly critiqued the OG Faze members for not being involved. I'm guessing that's one of the newer guys, resulting in Rain, Banks, Adapt, and Censor responding in disapproval. And I'm sure if you know Faze, you know those names. Whoever Forensics is said, you were never an OG Faze member, your say is biased and irrelevant. Faze Santana said, where are they at now? Little clap back, I guess. Banks comes in and says, not participating in the sellout, clowns show that Faze Clan has become. Not sure what these takes say about you, but the name Faze only has any silver of a meaning left because of what we built, and you're using it. This is the problem. You're all just here to squeeze every last dollar out of Faze and have zero respect for the brand. It's all shameless promotion, pandering to a non-existent audience and pretending like it's a team effort. Nobody would ever argue in favor of this version of Faze. It's so disingenuous to the point it makes us all sick, and we're the only ones, unfortunately, who are interested in preserving the history and protecting the brand. Adapt said, I know you're not talking. And Rain said, are you fucking dumb? Now, I feel like Rain, I guess, gets the right to be upset about it. He did help start up this org, right? He did build it from the ground like they did. Banks, I'm wishy-washy with. He's definitely helped this org become what it's becoming right now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much of that was him just trying to help build it to something bigger and how much of it was him trying to just turn it corporate, commercial, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? But a lot of people would say that him trying to bring Faze, or him helping bring Faze into crypto, if he did, I'm pretty sure they got into crypto somehow, right? I feel like him helping bring it into that would be a clear sign that he's not really as genuine as he's making himself seem. I don't know. I can't talk to it. Like I said, I can't even care less about Faze at this point. But it says here, the situation continued to escalate as Banks and Rain responded to the official Faze account, which had posted a selection of influencers supporting their new signing. As you see here, we've got Pokimane, Valkyrie, Tariq, Toast, whoever the hell that is, who is Faze Swag, whoever Faze Replays is, whoever Faze like, I don't know the new members, Booyah, like Nate Hill. I don't know how many of these guys are even new for real, but she's getting a lot of support from her friends that help ease her into like streaming and content creation and all this. And she's got a lot of friends that are in orgs that she was much more suitable for, to be honest, like OTK. I don't know if offline is still a thing, but these two orgs were literally perfect for her. I don't know if you saw her little videography, whatever you want to call it. It's basically just her talking about her life. I don't think I saw her play one Call of Duty game in that video. I mean, I guess Faze isn't about COD anymore, so that's not really valid to say, but like I said, she's gold in Valorant, so. But they responded to it with this image clearly shitting on her. You want me to be honest, it really does just seem like they're starting to take a weird approach. I feel like bringing someone into Hollywood, especially someone that is just not that good at video games, shows that they're starting to ease into something like OTK, where it's more for content and show so much as skill. Rain even responded to the video that she had created for her debut, trying to explain that it wasn't exactly personal.
Going down the right path.
Oh my god, Faze! Faze subs! Yeah! I can't help it but to just laugh and troll the situation, bro. I've been going through it for so long with Faze, and it's like I've just hated it for so long that I could do nothing but troll at this point. Nah, that was a movie. That was a movie for sure. But yeah, once again, Grace, I heavily apologize that you're kind of in the middle of this. You seem like a very nice, innocent girl, and I know you have no like parts of this, and you don't really understand what's going on. This all outdates you. You have no idea. So don't think it's personal to you at all. It's just I have to make my point. It's true. What I'm saying is not wrong. I know what I'm talking about. I'm like one of the people that built this industry. The only other person that can talk to me about this or question me is Nate Shot, to be honest. Like, I'm not listening to anybody else. Like, what? Like, who the, like, what? Like, you're crazy. I'm not, no disrespect, no cocky shit, but you're crazy. Like, people are gonna tell me how this industry works. Are you crazy? And at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing is right. I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm not just doing this for my Faze brothers. I'm doing this for all of y'all too. Everybody in this industry, I'm doing it for all of y'all. I'm trying to not allow that structure that's in every other industry happen to our industry, bro. I don't want that to happen. In the acting industry, in the music industry, in the sports world, like, bro, for every $1 million an athlete or a musician makes, there's an old white guy making 10 times that on top of it. Just so you know, that's how those industries work. And they're trying to make this industry like that too. They're trying to make it so they control you, bro. They're trying to make it so you couldn't exist without them, couldn't make money without them. It's a structure that's in every industry. And I just don't want that to happen to this industry, bro. I'm gonna keep being vocal about it. I want every creator and every person that takes the risk to have a life like this to win. And you put in all that time and effort and work, and like, you deserve it. You know what I mean? Not for some old fuck to take that shit away from you. I don't believe in that. Or even a young fuck, even myself. Like, you deserve that. There needs to be a fair world, and their world is just not fair, and it's old, and it's outdated, and it's wrong. It's wrong.
Now, I'm not exactly sure what he meant by them trying to take it. To be honest, it just seems like they tried to implement her in. She just feels like a bit of an industry plant. Maybe that's what he's talking about. But I guess she saw it and responded to him in a little way. It's right here if you want to look.
About me signing with Faze is because Faze Rain said that the only reason I was signed with Faze is because I was on Stranger Things. I'm sorry, sir. Were you in the meeting with us? Were you there? No, I've never fucking met you.
Be main.
And that is not why Faze signed me. Like, that is definitely how I got the meeting. Yeah.
Basically saying that's why Faze signed her. Alright, but she's clearly taking it personal, right? I mean, if Stranger Things got you the meeting, Stranger Things is how you got here. Let's just be 100% honest. Let's not try to beat around the bush. Like, you met all the friends you met in streaming because of Stranger Things, right? Just like how AOC met all the people that she met because she's in politics. Like, they saw you and they wanted to see if you were interesting. And I guess you were interesting enough to be in today's Faze. Now, they go in a little bit of a back and forth, and she somehow ends up saying this to him, which didn't really seem all that bad, but they're clearly both salty about what's going on.
So, get fucking wrecked.
Oh my God. I just can't compete with that, man. I can't. She roasted me. It's over. Grace, I'm sorry. All I want to say is you're golden Valorant. Make Stranger Things your entire personality, even though you're only on one episode. You found out about Twitch through Tumblr. Not only have you not hit a trick shot, but you don't even know what the fuck that is. When you were still playing with Barbies, I made my first $1 million out of this industry. And on top of it, you're excruciatingly mid who I would never let touch me on my drunkest night.
Get fucking wrecked.
Now, Rain goes off on her just a little bit, you know what I mean? He says a few things that were probably not needed, right? A lot of it was also true. I mean, if you don't know what a trick shot is and you join Faze, that is kind of weird. No, am I the only one that thinks that? Like, that's how they started. That's what, that was like their bread and butter for a moment. She saw this, and I guess it really hit her in the heartstrings, the whole Stranger Things thing. Stranger Things thing, that's stupid. And being gold in Valorant, because she just decides to say fuck it and go on this random tirade.
He says that I don't even know what a trick shot is. You're right, I don't. And I know that that's kind of what you're known for, but I know you, Rain, as the person who almost overdosed on a live stream. And I know that you're better now, and I'm really proud of you for that. I am, because I grew up with a mom heavily into drugs, and you know those things when you're little, the things that you would make wishes on Like when you're driving under a tunnel and you make a wish, or you make a wish on a dandelion, or you make a wish on a shooting star, anything like that. I made all of my wishes growing up that my mom would get better and stop doing drugs, but she didn't. So I am proud of you for getting better, but don't come after me for not knowing what a trick shot is, man.
All right, I'm gonna keep it. What the fuck is she talking about? What is she talking about? What does this have to do with one, hitting a trick shot, and two, being gold in Valorant? What does this have to do with you randomly joining Faze? What does this have to do with you being an industry plant, low-key? Let's just be honest. This came out of left field and she said it with a big smile on her face. This, in my opinion, is how Hollywood works. This is how the industry works. And I think this is what Rain was talking about, because that came out of nowhere. That's one of those, like, let's try to throw a little dirt at your name really quick to see what happens. But let's be nice about it and tell a little story, some random story about dandelions and tunnels and shit, to make it seem like there's something you can get out of this when really there was absolutely nothing there. Now, coincidentally, as she decides to make that absolutely awful move, her friends come into the rescue and kind of pass her a lob so she can kind of get the attention off her for a moment. And Toast comes in and starts mentioning some of Faze Rain's slip-ups.
Like with the Faze quote-unquote OGs and stuff, like, I get that it definitely sucks to see something you care about, like your org, become something that you don't necessarily agree with, but you also signed the contracts. You also like were part of Faze when all this transition was happening. You guys were also part of Faze when you were shilling crypto coins. And now you guys suddenly it's too far when you guys sign quote unquote the girl from Stranger Things. That's going too far. Scamming kids with crypto coins? Yeah, whatever. Signing Grace? Oh, this isn't the Faze I know. Bro, it's not like an overnight thing.
Now, in the OG members' defense, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much they really had to do with signing off on this whole situation, but if I'm correct, that whole crypto scam wasn't even ran by the OGs. I'm not sure. Who was it? Faze Jarvis was in there. Qatari, Nikon. I don't know how to say his goddamn name. Tico, I'm not sure how OG he is either. Like I said, it's been so long. But to be honest, I don't remember any of the real OGs' names being even brought up in that situation. But I also understand where he's coming from, because Banks definitely was also there for this transition of turning commercial and the contracts and everything getting bigger and crazier and all that. Banks had to be involved. One thing I do remember is that Banks was always around when it came to everything getting bigger in Faze, but that's about all I can say. I feel like Toast randomly coming in and throwing out this crypto coin thing, though, is definitely to help her out in her situation, especially after she just got done mentioning somebody's overdose. Very sensitive situation, if you want me to be honest. And it's not like it happened too far long ago. I think that was, what, 2020, maybe? 2021, maybe? I don't know. Regardless, though, I don't really give a shit. You know, I don't care what Faze does. I don't care who they plant inside of their org. I already knew it was going to shit. And even with it going to shit, it's still getting bigger and bigger. They're still getting commercials. You know what I mean? Like, these things are going to happen. People are going to miss things that happen in the org. People are going to not approve of things that happen in the org just because it's too big now for them to really have the full say, I feel like. I don't know. Especially with Rain hardly even claiming Faze that hard. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that that she should be in here? Do you guys think that she should join a more inclusive org for her skill set? You know, being gold and all. I'm sorry, I just had to. Do you think that they're blowing this shit out of proportion completely? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious about everybody's thoughts. And on that note, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, be sure to comment down below so I can go hard it. While you're at it, go follow my Instagram and my Twitter. And you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, peace.